Hi guys, this is HENWOOD here from Palace of the King. We've got our brand new single "Tear It Down" out right now, and our album's coming out December 14, and we're touring in December, so we've got heaps of stuff going on, and it's great to be here.
Beautiful, Tim. Thanks for joining us today, brother.
Thanks for having me, Kris.
My pleasure. So, as you say, man, Palace of the King have released your new single, Tear It Down, just today. So, I know it hasn't been long, mate, but how's the early response been?
Yeah, it's been great because it's quite a pretty full-on riffy song. So been trying to. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been putting a new song out pretty much every 8 weeks for months now. And I've been trying to mix it up. So the last one was a bit more of a cruisy Americana, Black Crowsy kind of thing. And this one's much more fast, riffy, kind of 70s tinged Queens of the Stone Age kind of thing. So yeah, well, I've been trying to mix it up. So every time I put up a new post saying here's a new single, the fans of the band are all like, "Wow, I wasn't expecting this." So today's a bit of a banger.
So, like you say, she's a very up-tempo rock song, mate. So, what's it actually about?
Well, it's really about sort of looking at a situation or a relationship or a person, or it can be sort of directed any way where you just kind of so frustrated you just want to tear it all down and just go, screw this, I need to start again. It's one of those it's that kind of situation.
Yeah. And of course, the song is taken from your new album, Friends in Low Places, which is due out on December 14. So you said you've sort of released a few different songs, mate, but is this one a good sonic representation of what to expect?
Yeah, we had, I produced the album myself, and then it's taken time. We've kind of been going in and out of the studio, and then we've had a lot of different mixes mix different songs. So Tear It Down was mixed by Steve James, who you probably know from the Screaming Jets. So it's been it's from the Screaming Jets. He's a producer of most of their records. It's been good to have different mixes come in every now and then. Ricky Ray mixed most of the album. Ricky Ray, who does a lot of the stuff for the Baby Animals. So we've had a few different mixes actually, but sonically, I feel like it's got a sound about it because the band's got a sound about it. When I say I produce the records, I'm basically the guy who's the conduit for the band. I record the band live and then I go away and do all the vocals and all that sort of stuff. The new single is a fast up-tempo one. We've got cruisy ones. We've got songs that are more bluesy, but ultimately it's all like a guitar-orientated heavy rock band. That's what we're about.
Tell us a bit more about the album from a musical point of view, mate. Like, did you sit down with a focus in mind of where to go, or did you let each song dictate the direction?
What we basically do is we get everyone sort of comes to the table with ideas. A lot of the musical ideas come from Shawnee Johnson, a keyboard player in Palace. He's been with the band since the start. So, but everyone comes to the table with ideas. So some other people get involved as well. Cameron McGlinchey, the drummer, who also plays with the Screaming Jets. Anthony and I wrote Children of the Evolution. Lee Madden has come back to the band. So ultimately we get together and we record everyone's musical ideas in the studio. And then some songs make it and some don't. So work through the songs. We might have 20 songs. We'll start getting things closer to finished. And then someone might put their hand up and say, hey, I don't know if this fits. I don't know if this sounds like us or things like that. Usually it's Shawnee that I'll bounce things off. I trust his instincts. And if he says, look, man, I think it's really good, but I don't think it's a Palace song. So then that's how the album finds its sound and gets sort of honed down. It's like, we're polishing a diamond and sort of slowly but surely things get cut away, and then in the end, we usually end up with 10 songs that sound like a congruent sort of album, all of the same kind of the same time, you know. And then the other songs get put to the side, and you never know, they something might come of them one day. We've got a lot of stuff on hard drives, live recordings, songs we've never released, songs with guest singers. Like, there's all sorts of stuff.
And you mentioned before, but you produce and record everything on the album. So what are some of the pros and cons of having someone in-house perform that role?
Well, a big pro is that it doesn't cost us any money. And I've got a great studio space, so we get to use that without having to spend a lot of money as well. And so that's a big pro. I think also, being in the band since it started, I really know how everyone works, and I know when to give someone some space and when to push someone and when to encourage someone. You know, sometimes I'll have to encourage some of the quieter guys to bring their ideas. So I think I just know I've got a great relationship with everyone in the band. I really know what I'm after. And then as we go along, I have to sort of, you know, cross-reference and make sure everyone agrees we're on the same path. So I think there's a lot of pros. I don't think the only negative in my mind is that I would love to just sit back, write the songs, sing the songs, and sit back and let someone else do everything else. But I don't know if that would end up being a pro, because a lot of times you can end up with a producer who just wants to make their record, so they run away with something, and you know, and that, as we both know, as you know, that can be a great thing. I mean, look at what Mark Lang did with Back in Black, you know. So that was he, you know. And Bob Rock with the Metallica Black album, you know, whether you like those albums or not, they basically part of the band, those guys in that situation, and they made two of the biggest rock albums of all time. So who knows? I mean, if we got the studio with Mutt Lang, he might make an amazing record that's our best record ever. At this point, though, I feel like we're cruising along really nicely and we're making great records, and I know the inner workings better than anyone. And I feel really good about it, the way we work.
Yeah. And you're hitting the road in December to promote the album, mate. So where's that going to take you?
Well, so it's been a bit hard to tour since the pandemic. When we were coming out of the pandemic, Cam and Shawnee and myself all got offered really good gigs, because everyone suddenly went back out on the road and suddenly started putting new members in their bands and got really, really busy. So I was asked to play with Jon Stevens. Cam was asked to play drums and join the Screaming Jets. Shawnee was asked to play keyboards with James Rain. So of course I said to everyone, you know, they didn't need my permission, but we would have been, after 2 years of no work. Yeah. I think they were great opportunities. So I just said, look, let's just focus on new music, and we'll work our touring around the big guys, which we've done. So December comes about. Tour comes about because the Jets, James and John, are all off the road, and we're going to do an East Coast run. So we're going to rehearse in Byron. We've got a gig on December 14th at Moe's on the Gold Coast, or Burleigh Heads, and then Friday at Kings Lear in Brisbane, and then Saturday at the Duke in Sydney, and then Sunday at the Basement in Canberra, and Monday at Shock Kickers in Melbourne. So it's just an East Coast run at this point, because we had to sort of squeeze it in before Christmas.
Yeah, and what can fans expect from Palace of the King on those shows, mate?
Well, it's going to be a whole new thing, because we've got a whole new album, so we're trying to learn the new songs as we speak. And the ones that feel best, we'll put them in the set with a bunch of classics from the old days. I mean, we've got 2 EPs and 3 albums to draw from before this new album, so there's a lot of material. So I hope that people, you come along and there's a song you want to hear from a classic Palace album over the last 10 years, you know, by all means, give me a yell or send us a message and let us know if there's a song you really want to hear, and we'll do our best to do it at the gigs. But what you can expect is a full-on, you know, hardcore bluesy rock band playing sort of, you know, in a 70s / current style. You know, it's lots of great musicianship. The boys are all amazing at their instruments, and I'll just get up the front and scream.
Very good, Jim. Well, thanks very much for your time today, bro. Been a pleasure speaking with you. Tear It Down is out now. Friends in Low Places out December 14th, and the tour kicks off around the same time, so get amongst it.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thanks for having us, and thanks for the support. We really appreciate it.